Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Vlogmas Day 5. Wait, okay, is it Vlogmas or Vlogmas? I've heard people say it either way, I don't know. Like, I kind of like Vlogmas more, but if it's Vlogmas, I'll start saying that. Whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I am up and trying to get my day started, but there are just a few things testing me, but you know what? I can't have my happiness. So, woo! So I just got out of the shower. You guys. Okay, so guys, I finally got dressed. I'm just combing and brushing my hair right now. And I just threw on something comfortable today. Like, I didn't really feel like doing it up. I'm trying to be consistent with this Vlogmas, like, day, showing y'all what's going on. I'm trying to get, like, all set up because I was watching an Instagram poll that I put out, trying to see the results of, like, what people wanted me to film about. And the topics were like, if you guys want me to talk about the time that I was outed by my ex-boyfriend and my, one of my old best friends. And the other one was what it's like to be an Instagram baddie, or like, do you want me to show you how to become an Instagram baddie? Well, the polls have been tied neck and neck all day. And just now, the tiebreaker broke and it was for Instagram baddie. And I'm like, I done already did full glam, so now I can't show you guys how to be an Instagram baddie. So I'm gonna just go into the story of the time that I was outed. And, you know, you guys, I'll just do it the other one tomorrow. So now we're gonna get into the time that your boy Hollywood was outed. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen my coming out story or not, but if you have, you know that I had only came out to 2 of my female best friends, and like, it wasn't until a year later that I had came out to my mom, and so, as I started to get a little more confident, well, wait, before I just jump right into this story, like, I'm gonna just let you know, so I am still cool with both of these people that outed me at the time. Still to this day, they deny it, they say it wasn't them, but hello, whatever, I get it, take it to your fucking grave, bitch, like, but, you know, it is what it is, it happened. This is my story of how it happened. If you guys disagree, then bitch, you just disagree. But this is my story. So, let's get right into it, guys. You know, I had only told 2 of my friends. Like, my best friend Chelsea and Jalen. That was it. But, you know, as I started to get a little more comfortable with myself and I was, like, getting a little more relaxed and coming out, I was like, maybe I can tell, like, more people and, like, these people that are close to me. Again, because I started to feel bad when it was, like, they would really be going hard for me and defending me against people, letting people know, like, no, he's not gay. And I was just like, damn, but I am gay. And, like, you know, they're defending me and doing all this hardcore, like, going to bat, like, you know, I thought, like, okay, like, whatever. Alright. So I ended up telling my male best friend at the time, like, I don't want to say any names or anything like that because, like, I just don't even want to get into that. So we're going to call him Todd. So, you know, me and Todd, we was cool and we, like, did everything together. It was like, we're going to the movies, we're going to the mall. Like, literally, I had put out a YouTube video before this one, like, when I was a young little teeny bopper. We all did, like, it low-key went viral. Like, it was lit. It was such a situation. All right, so there was like one night, it was just like a long day. Like, I think I had just got home from cheerleading practice, and yes, I was a cheerleader, guys. I had just got home from cheerleading practice, and me and my boyfriend at the time. So my boyfriend at the time, what are we gonna call him? We're going to call him. Bryce, like Bryce. Okay, so Bryce. So don't forget, remember, best friend is Todd, and boyfriend at the time is Bryce. So, literally, like, at cheerleading practice, like, we had got into it, me and Bryce, like, we're just, like, arguing with each other, and literally, I wasn't out to everyone, so me not being out to everyone, I was, like, a little scared, and even though I kind of put my trust in certain people, there were times where they could kind of use that against you and make you feel like you had to do what they said, or you needed to kind of like watch what you said because they held your secret and they could just like tell it to anyone at any given time. So my boyfriend at the time used to hold that over my head. Like Bryce used to be like, "Oh, I'll tell everyone that we're together. Like I'll expose you. Like I'll do this and that." So I'm like, "Bitch, you're not gonna expose me. Like I will beat your ass. Like this is like I was a little ratchet at the time. So honey, it was like you talking about exposing me while I'm talking about busting you in your head. Like if you gonna be exposing people." So anyway, that night I get home, or actually, Todd had came and picked me up from cheerleading practice. And I just was like, I need to tell you something. Like, he's like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, what do you need to tell me? And I was like, let me hurry up and get this out to him because I need to tell my male best friend first before it gets out to the world and everyone starts like talking all this shit about me, and he will be upset because I didn't tell him first like I should have, like as my best friend. So I'm like, I need to tell you something. Like, I'm gay. Like, me and Bryce have been together for a while. We're, like, getting into it tonight. And, I think he might expose me. He might, like, tell everyone. But before you heard it from anyone else, I think that you should hear it from me. I was like, but I'm only telling you this in case it gets out. Like, I don't want you to tell anyone. I want you to keep this between us. Please. That right there, y'all, you hear it, that right there, that clarifies the moment of, I don't want you to run your mouth. I want you to keep it on hush, hush, pause, on wait. This is just in case, giving you the respect as my best friend that you can hear it from me first before you hear it from the world or before it gets out there to anyone else. That's what I had said. So anyway, fast forward, me and Bryce end up making up. So when me and Bryce made up, Bryce isn't going to do what he said he was going to do as far as exposing me and as far as like, putting me out there. But then, bitch, don't you know, I'm getting phone calls, text messages, voicemails, like left and right. Like, DeShawn, I need to talk to you. DeShawn, like, what's going on? DeShawn, like, what? I'm confused. Like, and I'm just getting hit with so many different text messages, phone calls, voicemails, like, because I was ignoring and screening calls and blocking people, bitch. Like, well, not really blocking people because, back then it wasn't really the block feature all like that. But I was just kind of like, oh, I'm about to turn my phone off, or I'm busy, I'm doing this, I'm at work. Like, I don't know, but there was an excuse. Well, one of my good friends, Raquel, she was just like, I'm confused. Like, I've always went to bat for you. I always took up for you. And when people called you gay, and now you mean to tell me you are gay, and like, you didn't even tell me? Like, I'm confused. So I'm like, what? Like, what, why did you do, like, what, how do you even know? What's happening? How do you even know? Like, how does your brain even know the tea? Like, I'm confused. And then there was another dude that, like, is not my friend anymore, but he used to be my friend. So, I don't know. We're going to call him Dwayne. Yeah, Dwayne hit me up and he just was like, wow, like, I'm confused. I thought we were best friends. Like, you didn't tell me, like, blah, 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 blah. So, anyway, I'm like, who told y'all? Like, who told y'all? Like, what the fuck? Like, who told y'all? Like, why? How do you even know? And they're like, Todd told me. Todd told me. Like, Todd told all of us. He told us, like, blah, 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 blah. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm mad as fuck, fuming. Like, fuming because I'm like, what are you doing, Todd? I told you. I told you. Be quiet. Hush the lid. Why is your lid running? Why is your lid running? I said, be quiet. I said, no. But you ran your motherfucking mouth. So now I'm sitting here having to defend myself of all these bitches that's my friends that's been taking up for me and smacking bitches and shutting them up for calling me gay. Now I have to defend it. Because you ran your mouth. So I'm fuming. And at this point, like, you know, I done called Todd and text Todd. And just like I was ignoring and blocking everybody else, Todd was doing that to me too because he honey, why I was calling. Because I was calling to get to the bottom of this, of why we just had a conversation about you zipping the lip and you didn't spread it the shit. Bitch, like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. So, you know, Todd not answering. He not doing none of that. So I'm like, oh no, bitch. Then finally, he does answer. And I'm on the phone with him. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why would you run your mouth? Like, just going off. Like, mouth going crazy, out of control. And he was like, I'm sorry, like, you know, I just really, like, I was just excited and I was happy that I finally got to have, like, my gay best friend, like, blah, 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 blah. And I just was like, no, but you didn't think about me. You didn't think about me and you didn't think about how I was going to feel in that instant, like, blah, 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 blah. So I was mad. I'm like, we're not friends anymore. I'm not effing with you. Like, F it. Like, no. By the way, I have not passed my test of keeping my mouth from being potty. In this video, I already know. So, we're gonna try in the next video, guys. But, moving right along. So, you know, I stopped messing with Todd for a little bit because I just, like, needed to cool off and I just couldn't believe, like, did you really do that? I thought I told you to keep it on hush and you ran and rushed and to run the lip. Like, no, like, I was done. I was pressed. So then, moving along to how the ex-boyfriend Bryce outed me. Because, no, he wasn't off the hook, too. Yeah, he kept it on hush for that one little moment. But that, no. His gets juicy. Like, oh, okay, the first one was okay. But now, you guys, now it's about to get real. Like, now you about to hear the real tea. Like, because this shit fucked me up, bitch. And, ooh, I had to be strong. Like, I think that's what really got me through this one is I had to be strong. Allow me to introduce to you the cheerleading world. You know, everyone likes to say that there's one world, but I disagree. There's two worlds. There may be more, but I know for a fact that there is definitely two worlds. There's the regular world, and then there's the cheerleading world. And if you were a cheerleader ever before, I'm talking an all-star cheerleader, or even a high school cheerleader that did all-star competitions, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a different air. It's a different lifestyle. It's glamorous. It's competitive. It's like, oh my God, like, you know, I could have a full story time moment. I could have several story time moments of just my cheerleading experience. But anyway, no, so like, the cheerleading world, like, it was crazy. And it really was as catty as Bring It On could make it on camera, but like even more. So, you know, me and Bryce were dating. Like, no one really knows in the cheerleading world that we're dating except for us because I asked him to keep it on the low. Especially for how we even started dating, which that is a completely different story time on its own, too. Oh my God, I'm mortified. Anyway, like, I'll have to tell you guys that some other time. But yes, back to me and Bryce. No one really knows. So again, we're fighting, we're getting into it. And you know what? It was right before this big party. There was a girls that was on the cheerleading team, and you know, she was really, really wealthy, and like her parents were always gone out of town, and they just had like this amazing huge mansion in the burbs, and like we all were supposed to go out there to celebrate and party and have a good time. Okay, so you know, me and Bryce get into it, we're arguing, but I'm like, I don't care, I'm still going to the party, like I'm still gonna have a good time. And you know, I'm ignoring Bryce and not really paying attention to him and feeding into his BS that he was giving me that day. Oh, but I may have pushed him too far that day because with the ignoring him and not paying him attention because he was like, okay, really, I got something for you. Like, I'm going to expose you. Oh my God. So we had just took these pictures together. We took these pictures together at a park. And at this park, you know, we were just kind of like being intimate and like smooching and kissing and the whole nine, and we were like taking pictures of it, and we got like this really good one that was so cute. It was like one of those like Tumblr boy couple photos like back in the day. Like it was like one of those for sure. And like I'm getting ready for this party, and next thing you know, I start getting all these text messages like, oh my God. Mind you here, I'm already on my way to the party. Already on my way to the party, honey. And I'm getting text messages like, oh my God, like, are you coming to so-and-so's party? I need to talk to you. And I'm thinking like, it's gonna be a good talk. So I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way now. I'll be there in like 5 minutes. I pull up. I get into the house. As soon as I walk into the house, everyone is staring at me. Everyone, like, it's almost as like the music stopped, the record stopped, like the TV stopped, everyone stopped, and they're just staring at me. And there's just so many different expressions on everyone's face. And I'm like, what is going on? Okay? One of my friends, I'm not going to say his name because I feel like if I say the name, then it's just going to give the story up like way too much. But like, so another friend, let's call him Aaron. Like Aaron, he pulled me as soon as I got there. As soon as I got there, he pulled me and was like, I'm confused. Like, I have an issue with this. Like, what is going on? And I'm like, what are you talking about, guys? Bryce sent a picture of him and I kissing to the entire cheerleading gym. Like, this was cheerleading social suicide, okay? Because I was supposed to be this straight boy that wasn't gay, that was just doing cheerleading because I thought it was cool, or I wanted to tumble, or whatever. It had finally come out that like, okay, no, you're gay. So like, I'm just mortified. Like, I'm so embarrassed because I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know that I was coming into this. I literally thought that I was gonna come to this party and have an amazing time. And Aaron is just going off on me. Like, first of all, you've known how I felt about you. You've known my feelings for you. Like, I've told you this, and you turned down me for him? Like going off on me, and I'm just sitting there looking stupid like, Oh my God, everyone in the gym has seen this. Like, everyone in the gym has seen this right now. Like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. So at this point, I'm livid. Like, so mad. I told Bryce, I'm like, when I see you, I'm socking you in your face. Like, I was just saying everything. I texted him, I called him, I said everything. Of course, he was blaming it on somebody else. Like, that wasn't me, that was him. He did this because he wanted you to be out there, or he was mad that we were dating, like this, that, and the other. Like, it was just too much. Like, it was so much to the point that I remember, like, I just probably, like, drank so much that night. Like, why my life? I'm like, damn, I just got exposed to all my good friends, and they were mad at me because we've been taking up for you, we've been doing this, and blah, 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 blah. Now I just got exposed to my entire cheerleading gym. Like, it was a mess. So literally, like, you guys know how on Mean Girls, when, like, Lindsay's like, have you ever walked into a room and felt like that everyone was talking about you? I have. Well, yes, that was me. Like, when I went to cheerleading practice that day, I walk in, again, silence. The record stopped. Everyone's staring at me as soon as I walk in. And, like, literally just looking, and I'm like, I know that they've all been talking about me. Like, this is so embarrassing. Because, like, you know, Bryce was on one team, and he was on the team that practiced right before my team that I had to come into. So as soon as I walk in the gym to come to practice for my team, the whole other team is staring at me and looking at me and talking about me, and like my stomach is in knots right now because I just remember how that felt that day when I just knew that they saw this picture of me queening out with my fucking boyfriend, like, and I was just supposed to be straight and in the closet, and it was like so sad. Like, oh, that was so mean. Cut! Like, yeah, my coach came up to me that day and was like, listen, I know it sucks when people kiss and tell, but you can't get violent. Like, you can't, like, do anything to people, like, just because, like, you got exposed or they said something that you didn't like. So I just, like, let it go or whatnot. But I was just, like, so hurt, and I was just like, darn. And then at that point, I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm not keeping this a secret because I don't want anyone else to have that power over me, to have that authority over me. Like, oh, I can out you at any given time. Listen, let me tell you guys something. Like, if you were in the closet out there and you really want to just, like, come out to the world, do it. Don't let anyone hold anything over your head. Don't let them have that against you. Like, don't let them try to toy with you, like, oh, I'll expose you at every given moment. You need to have a I don't give up attitude all the way through. That's what you need to do. Like, no. Don't let anyone have that power over you, because that's what I did. I was like, oh no, after those two experiences of being exposed by my ex-boyfriend and my best friend, like, no. I was like, eh. But anyway, like I said, I am still cool with these people. So, like, it's not even that bad. Like, you know, it was a learning experience, and it did suck at the time, and I hated it. But I'm better now, and I survived it. And now, what's really good is they should have left me in the closet. They all should have left me in the closet, because now they wondering why they man just contacting me and wondering where I'm at, okay? Because you should have left me in the closet. But now that I'm out the closet, your man is in my DMs, and I'm telling him, back, give me 50 feet. You dig? But guys, I mean, moral of the story, it does not matter if you've been outed before or if someone is threatened to out you. Like I said before, it does get better. It's not the end of the world. Like, you may think it is for that time, but you'll definitely bounce back from it. Like, that's that. But on the other note, outing people is lame, so don't be doing it. It's not cute, okay? All you hoes out there that be having them exposed pages, this, that, and the other. Hang it up. Like, that is so weak. That's late. That's lame. Like, stop it. You played yourself, ma. For real. Hey. 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 Vlogmas 2017. Vlogmas 2017.